So first I'll show off my backlog a little bit because I've been working on it, working hard on updating it a little bit. And one of the things that I've been doing is now I have a 5-star system. So no more half stars. I'm trying to spread it out a little bit further, trying to be a little bit less generous, because if you've ever seen my ratings before this, most of them were 5 and 4 stars. And I don't think that's necessarily the way I want to work this out, because it started to get to the point where I couldn't delineate between a 3-star game and a 5-star game in a way that I thought was appropriate. So now 5 stars means it is a truly exceptional game. It is a game that rises above the rest for me. Amazing means it's a really good game that I very much enjoyed, but maybe isn't set apart from other really good games. Good games are just good. They're just good. There's nothing super exceptional. There's nothing super bad. They're just kind of middle of the road. Bad games are games that I think have more bad about them than good. There are definitely enough demerits tracking against them that they are worthy of a 2-star. 1-star means truly awful, abysmal games that I would not recommend anyone play. You can see my very minimal list of games here. I thought Rise of Eterno was one of the worst stories I've ever seen. Kodadama, it just never went anywhere. Dragon Ball The Breakers, we all know, is that a gun? Animal Crossing Amoeba Festival, I thought was just a paltry excuse for another of those type of games. Same with Danganronpa S, as a matter of fact. All-Star Brawl was just a ripoff. Celebrity Deathmatch, really not a good game. Code Lyoko, I wanted more from, and I think that it made me sad because it wasn't what I wanted. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the 5 stars. I have significantly more of these, but you can get an idea. You will recognize almost all of these games as the games that I talk about incessantly, because these are my favorite games. And so I do have 2 folders. I'd love to get it down to 1 folder, but I just don't think I can. I don't have the heart to drop many of these things down a rafter. So this is kind of the list as it stands. If you ever want to check out my backlog or any of the information that I put out on these platforms, you could always type in the chat !NPN and it'll pull up my link tree. You can follow me here or create a backlog of your own. I do log every single game that I play and the amount of time that I put into them, and you can see a little bit of a feel of what I've got going on here. I do also log games we play here on stream, so such as Life is Strange. So if that's information that is interesting to your geeky brain, then cool. We'd love to hear what's new in your life. All right, with that, let's get into 2023 games. As far as games that I've played in 2023, that's what we're going to be pulling from. If I haven't played it, then I'm not going to rank it. Fair? Fair. Top 10 games of 2023 so far. Public ranked. This is the top 10 games I've played so far in 2023 as of July 10th. Let me know yours in the comments. Boink. Included in top 10 lists. It's been so long. It's been so long. Okay, now let's go to games and see what I've done in 2023. What have I played that is a 2023 game in 2023? I'm probably not going to include demos just because I haven't really played them to completion. So that does kind of run out a lot of these, but we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Obviously, I'm going to add Raincoat in there. If you don't know what Raincoat is, it's the latest Danganronpa-esque game, and I'm here for it. We're probably going to be adding this one. Yeah, I just don't think it's fair to add a game that I haven't played that much. Obviously, Tears of the Kingdom. Kasebi's was pretty good. I doubt it'll end up in the top 10, though. Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower was pretty fun. I'll add it. It might not last. Let's see. Melon Journey. It just died on me. I was so sad. I want to know if Melon Journey is going to be good. Chiho was excellent. Did I skip over Dredge? Can't skip over Dredge. While I'm doing this, be sure to let me know if you've played any of these games and if any of them would make it on your top 10 list. I think I've added all the games that are real contenders. I should add Street Fighter just for Zando, but I'll add Cassette Beast. I doubt it'll last, but I'll add it. Yeah, I think that's probably my list. Okay, let's go back to the list and organize these top 10 and see what we think. Okay. So just looking at this at a cursory glance, let's see what I know I can drag to the bottom. I can definitely drag Pizza Tower to the bottom. I can definitely drag Delete After Reading. I could definitely drag Cassette Beasts. So that might be an easy 3 to take out right away. Yep. Go ahead and take those away. So now we just have to organize these top 10s really to figure out what we're going to do. I think Tears of the Kingdom is a pretty clear shoe-in. Dredge is really, really good. Space for the Unbound is really, really good. What's probably the worst of these games? That's hard to say. Probably Chia. Then maybe Paranormosite. Then maybe Engage. Then maybe Story of Seasons. Then Spider of Lanka. Spider of Lanka was a good DLC, but it's also kind of DLC, you know? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to drag that one down a little bit more. It's a great game, but it's just a DLC at the end of the day. It's one case. Well, I guess it was 3 cases. You get the idea. Okay, so I think we have our 6 through 10 pretty well. Story of Seasons better than Fire Emblem, I think so. Fire Emblem better than Paranormosite, I think so. Paranormosite better than Spider of Lanka, I think so. Spider of Lanka better than Chia, probably. No, Chia was really good. We're going to put Chia right there. I definitely like Paranormosite more than Chia, but that's about it. Okay, so now we got to figure out these 5. I still haven't finished Raincode, so it's not totally fair, but just by where I'm at so far, I know it's not my number 1, but it's definitely in the top 5, so this feels like a good spot. Between that and Coffee Talk, I think that Raincode has got to be my favorite. Between Raincode and Space for the Unbound, these two, honestly, these 3 are on the precipice. These are the 3 that I'm having trouble figuring out what to do. Thanks for your lurk, Wizen. Appreciate you. Zelda is a clear number 1 for me. I think I got to be real with you guys for a second. I'm going to put Raincode up at number 2, even though that's kind of an early judgment call. I just think that's where it's going to end up. And I think we're going to go with Dredge is better than Coffee Talk. Space for the Unbound is better than Dredge. Raincode is better than Space for the Unbound. Zelda. I think that's good. I think that's probably a good spot for me to settle down. So my top 10 games of 2023 that I've played so far, let's see if this adds up before we totally finalize things. Zelda is my number 1 game of the year so far. Raincode seems to be my number 2 game. It could really, really mess it up because I'm only on chapter 4, and so we still have some room that things could go anywhere from here, but I'm going to say probably my number 2. I just love Danganronpa, you guys. Number 3 is Space for the Unbound. That was the most emotional story I've probably played this year so far. Dredge really just blew me out of the water with just how addicting it was. I can't help but put that one up pretty high. Coffee Talk, I just love Coffee Talk, and I thought that it did an exemplary job of being what it was. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, I just love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's got to be in the top 10, even if it can't be in the top 5. Fire Emblem Engage, I enjoyed more than most. I definitely thought it was an excellent Fire Emblem game. Paranormosite was a visual novel that I really, really enjoyed. I liked the way it kind of subverted visual novel gaming this year and was a phone game. It was a game that I played totally on my phone, which is neat. Chia really blew me away as far as indie games are concerned. It totally revamped what I think indie games should be putting into their energy, and I thought it was very impressive. And then Spider of Lanka is just the latest Golden Idol mystery, and I wish I could have ranked Golden Idol bigger last year because, man, that's just a doggone good mystery. So there you go. There's my top 10 games of 2023 so far. Let me know what your top 10 games are, or even let me know what your top 3 games of the year so far are. Be sure to drop those in the comments. Let me know. With that, we're going to turn it over to YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, hi. And if you're in the chat right now, everybody say hi, YouTube. We thank you for watching and tuning into this top 10 list. Thanks for being a part of this little show that we've put on here. If you want to follow me on Backlogged, again, be sure to do that. I'll be sure to link that down in the description down below. And we're glad that you watched this video. If you watched this far, then odds are you liked it, so be sure to click that thumbs up button. Let me know that this is one that you enjoyed. Thank you for the sub, stained glass. And we will be sure to see you in the next one. Before we go, I want to let you know these 3 things that we believe to be true about every single one of you. Regardless of whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, go to church, don't go to church, hate God, hate church, we still believe these 3 things to be true about you. Number 1, that God loves you, like really, really loves you. Number 2, we love you, we want community with you. And number 3, that you, yes, you matter. You are a person of sacred worth. The world is a better place. Why? Because you are in it. Folks, with that, and until the next time that I see you, be sure to catch us over on Twitch or for our next YouTube video or over on our Discord where we're active 24/7. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye!